Do you earn enough? That's the real question, and it's tough, isn't it? Let me pose two scenarios to you. Let's say you're earning 10K a month. You wake up one morning and go out and meet this person who earns 5,000 a month. You feel good, successful, you have a spring in your step. You go about your day standing up tall, your chest all puffed up, but then at lunch, you meet an old friend who tells you that he is earning 20,000 a month. All of a sudden, your day is all messed up. You know what I'm talking about. But does that really seem logical when you sit down and think about it? The fact of the matter is, you as well as your friend who's making 20K a month may be in debt. Whereas the guy who's making 5,000 may be debt free and living his life happily and peacefully. And likewise, the second scenario is when you meet some people and they show you all these new things, bright, shiny new toys that they've purchased, and you wonder, when will you be wealthy enough to be able to afford these fancy things? But again, you don't know the real situation that they're in. If they are able to afford it, well and good. But there is also that possibility that they are in debt trying to show off these fancy new things to other people. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. You have to figure out what you need and what you want, and then work backwards to figure out if you in fact make enough money. So how do you go about doing that? Okay, now it's time to hit pause, take a deep breath, because there is a very simple mathematical way to figure out all of your questions. First, get out a piece of paper and write down where you see yourself in the next 5 years, 10 years, or even at retirement age. Now, based on these goals, it's not very difficult to work out how much you will need at each and every age to be able to live that lifestyle that you want. Now, for example, if you said that you want to live in a $10 million mansion at retirement age, that's all well and good. But when you do this exercise, I want you to also factor in maintenance costs, electricity and water costs, your basic living expenses, food, water, electricity, and so on. Also, don't forget to factor in inflation. Now you have a nice big round figure. Now, with that figure, it is also pretty easy to work back to your age and figure out how much you would need to save and invest every month to reach that goal. Now, the second part of what you need to write down on that piece of paper is what is your household income. Now, if you don't know what household income means, it is all of the income generated by a single household. This could be two spouses bringing in money, it could be passive income streams, it could be side hustles, and so on. Once you arrived at an average income per month, set that aside. That should pretty easily give you your monthly income. Now, the third stage is very critical. This is the stage where you take that goal figure that is now boiled down to a monthly figure and see if you can in fact save/invest that money every single month to work towards your goal. Now, if this figure is above your monthly income, then you need to increase your income. If this figure is in fact below your monthly income, then you move on to step number 4. Step number 4 is listing out all of your monthly expenses that are absolute needs. Again, shelter, food, water, clothing, and so on. The reason step number 3 is above step number 4 is because once you start spending, you're not going to be able to save and invest. If you really want to achieve your goals, which by the way you have to make reasonable, because if you are someone earning 60 to 100,000 a year, but you're saying that you need a $10 million mansion in 5 years, then please give it a rest. Keep an achievable goal, do your step number 1, 2, 3, 4, and when you're at step number 4, if the amount that adds up step number 3's amount and step number 4's amount is within your monthly income, then you're good to go. If it is above your monthly income, then you need to see if you can reduce those expenses in step number 4. If you cannot, again, it's time to increase your income. But if you can, then it's magic. And by the way, if you are interested in learning how to create a budget tracker in Google Sheets, then I'll leave a link down below. I'll see you in the next one.